The inquiry that came this morning was on hiding. Why does one hide? Not rhetorically, actually. Why does one not want to be seen? Why does one not want to be known? Why does one hide? We have such a beautiful archetypal image of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden hiding behind fig leaves. Why? Why? There in the garden, hiding behind fig leaves. Are they not seen through and through? One of the definitions of God is all-seeing, except for what hides behind fig leaf? No. Almost all-seeing. Do they feel exposed, naked, ashamed, afraid? But does the hiding, does it have any effect, whatever? No. Why? Because it is seen. The one who thinks they can hide, thinks they can hide, means they don't know. They don't see. They don't see, and they don't see that they are seen. They don't see that the hiding is of no effect. That the hiding and the pretending is of no effect. Total waste of energy. Because nobody is fooled and nothing is hidden. It's very common, somebody has an awakening moment and they think, oh, goodness, I was never alone. And in this, there's a sense of great relief. Oh, was never alone means was never hidden, isn't it? To one, it's a relief. But to the other, your hiding is of no effect. Does it? In this very moment, you're not alone. Now, it's true in this light, one can feel very exposed. Want to hide even more. Want to run. Now, what does it mean practically for you? What if what I'm saying has some basis? You just ask yourself, what if? What if this is the way it is, that there is no such thing as privacy? I mean, I'm not talking about Google and algorithms. I'm talking about the reality of consciousness, of seer and seen, and that there's no privacy. Hiding is of no effect. What does that mean to you? Maybe at first you'll feel a little vulnerable, a little exposed, a little naked. But then what? Then, well, hiding and pretense is seen as a waste of energy. And so one would simply release that effort. And the result is, I am as I am. Not proud and not ashamed. Not, uh, not an egoic pride of, well, I am what I am. No, but also not apologizing. You see, I want you to know this, or at least inquire into it for your own self, because the hiding does have one effect, a very grave effect, which it prevents the abundance of love to enter. The hiding is hiding from the seer, from the light. And even though that light is all seeing, you somehow prevent, in the hiding, in the pretending, you obstruct it from your own direct experience. And so hiding actually prevents the love from entering. Have you ever seen it in yourself or seen it in others? How terrified people are to be loved, to be really loved as they are? Huh? Why is that? Why is it so scary to be loved? It is, isn't it? Can you see it? How terrifying it is? Why is that? Why would anyone hide from the light that is love? When the hiding and the pretending begins to fall away, I am as I am, this one can say this, I am as I am, not proud, not ashamed. Now, a great quickening will begin to expand. One's consciousness will begin to expand. One will become acutely aware of one's own conditioning. Acutely aware of one's own conditioning means strategies of hiding and pretending. Coping mechanisms arising out of fear: fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Coming out of hiding, daring into the light, one will begin to see one's own self. echoes of egoic tendencies. Patterns will be revealed, patterns of your conditioning, of your personality, of your fight, flight, freeze, and fawn will be revealed to you. This is pattern recognition, this is conditioning, this is a very essential part of neti neti. It must be seen to be discarded as falsity. To the seeker, to the newly initiated into seeing, into awareness of one's own self, this can be very scary and take a lot of courage. And it is why most people won't do it. And we can't blame them for that. We can't blame them. Then, newly initiated into seeing one's own egoic tendencies, one's own conditioning, the habit of self-judgment will often persist. Means you don't like what you see and you relapse into self-judgment. This judge is the same conditioned one that it is observing. It is a recursive reflection of a reflection. Do you see it? This you must be free of this. You cannot proceed if you continue to judge the conditioning. The judge itself is the conditioning, pretending not to be. The plight of the egoic identity is that it doesn't know that concealment is happening. We say it, this one doesn't know that they don't know. And they say, I know. It is concealed to them, their very own self, concealed to them and operating under the pretense that it is true. This is concealed, veiled. It is avidya, blindness. This is the predicament. Then there is the process of revealing what is concealed. This is often called awakening. It is often called disillusionment. One might, in the beginning phases of this, one might want to run and hide. This is normal. This is called dark night. It's just passing through, no problem. Don't get wrapped up in the pride and shame of dark night. It is just seen. Seen so that it can be forgiven, can be released. Don't get so wrapped up in the pride of my dark night. You will. I did. I have. Don't get so wrapped up in the shame of dark night, of the process of revealing that all that was hidden is now being revealed. Don't get so wrapped up in the shame. It is seen so that it can be released.